You've seen them around, enjoying their lives and doing their work. But do you know how much goes into keeping them safe and guarded so they can keep working? We'll tell you more about it. Just keep on watching. Hello, and welcome to Beyond. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell to get a notification every time we upload a new video. Now, have you ever wondered who are these people who take care of important people? Or better yet, why are they guarding them? These people are the bodyguards of some of the most important people around the globe. They could be world leaders, business people, or politicians who need to be watched 24/7 due to the important work they do for the world. If you're here, that's because you've wondered who are some of the most guarded people around the globe. For this list, we chose some of the most important characters and people in 2019, according to their responsibility, whether it's a president or a religious leader. Let's start with number 5. Donald Trump isn't just the president of the United States, but he's also the most guarded billionaire. With an estimated net worth of more than $3 billion, it comes to no surprise his status of protection. His position of president also adds a new level of security to his already ever-growing squad. Presidents have always had a very steep budget when it comes to Secret Service and security. Keep in mind, the budget to protect a former president, Barack Obama, and his family was around $1 million yearly. With just 3 months in office, the budget for President Trump elevated to an estimate of $29 million. Back in May 2017, the Congress passed a federal budget plan of $120 million for a year of security for the president and his family. To paint you the big picture, this is just a few million dollars off of what would cost to protect former President Obama during his 2 terms. This budget increase wouldn't be completely necessary except for the fact that President Trump travels back and forth from the White House to New York or the rest of his chosen real estates. His family has also chosen this modality, which extends the protection perimeter. Number 4. Kim Jong-un. When images of the supreme leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, in his limo while being custodied by an enormous security ring, the world was fascinated. It turns out that he doesn't just have a personal security service to personally protect him, but he also has his own 100,000-man army that reports personally to him. This army is called the Supreme Guard Command, and you could barely tell where they are at all times, since they're basically around him 24/7 as they blend with the crowd and the backgrounds. This unit doesn't just protect their leader, but also serves as a propaganda tool. Kim Jong-un, like the rest of his family, is known as untouchable and sacred. He's seen as a savior and has perpetuated this legend among the people of his country. Having this guard around him just feeds more to his story. Number 3. Pope Francis. The Pope is the head of the Catholic Church, the Bishop of Rome, and sort of a president for the Vatican. So, it comes to no surprise he's the most guarded religious leader of the world. The Pope lives in Vatican City, a city-state in Rome, Italy, and it's probably one of the most guarded cities in the world. When you walk around the place, you can see all the guards dressed in antique armor carrying spades, but don't think that they aren't prepared and trained. These guards are a high-end military force composed of former Swiss soldiers, trained to subdue anyone in seconds. They also have a collection of firearms hidden in case of bigger threats. The Swiss Guard, as they are officially called, are over 500 years old, making them the longest-standing army in history. Number 2. Vladimir Lenin. This could come as a surprise, but you don't have to be alive and breathing to be considered as one of the most guarded people. There's a mausoleum situated in Red Square, Moscow, where the body of the former Soviet Union leader Vladimir Lenin has been on public display since his death in 1924. There has always been an honor guard watching over his body, 24 hours, 7 days a week during 95 years, with a few exceptions during the war. The regiment that is in the Kremlin is part of a unique military order of the Russian Federal Protective Service. This regiment takes care of the security of the Kremlin, its treasures, and the state officials, including Lenin. Number 1. Mark Zuckerberg. Even though nothing about Facebook is really private, something that's still a mystery is Mark Zuckerberg's personal security budget. All we know is that since 2015, the CEO of Facebook has spent a little bit more of $20 million on security, with around $7 million on his own personal service. These guards are known as Zuckerberg's Secret Police. It's so secret that not many details are known. Some people say that these guards are made up of 16 full-time guards working in shifts. In fact, Zuckerberg is so serious about security that it was reported that an additional $2.3 million went straight to the chief operating officer as compensation for their personal security program. It is one of the highest sums of money ever spent on the security of a CEO. There's no question that Facebook does know how to take seriously at least part of their safety. And there you have them, some of the most heavily guarded people of the world. Can you add more to our list? Let us know in the comments down below, and see you on the next video.